Saturday in the studio, come on in. Lisa and Dave, let the fun begin. Grab your stamps, your paper, your glue. We've got crafty inspiration just for you. Colors and layers, memories to keep. Laughing and creating joy runs deep. Cards and pages made with heart. Let's make some magic, let's make some.
Good morning. My name is Lisa Schmidt. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to Saturday in the Studio. It is a beehive, a good beehive, a busy morning here at our Minnetonka home because our son and his wife are here. We're having a 3-year-old birthday party. I just frosted cupcakes. Not going to say I might have had a breakfast of a chocolate cupcake and pink frosting, but that's okay. Anyway, super fun. We have a big bouncy house that's a castle. So much going on. It's good. All good. So today I want to show you it's kind of a simple card, and yet, I don't know, I guess my definition of simple is different, but so let's just get started. I'm not going to define myself on this. We're going to start with Afternoon Azure. So it's a half sheet of cardstock scored in the middle at 5.5. Just basically that. Then we are going to take a quarter sheet of white cardstock, and this is what we're going to stamp on. I am using our Stamparatus, and I know we don't have a Stamparatus anymore, but
Hi, Dan.
This is kind of important. In fact, I had sold mine and then I rebought it because in this case, you'll understand why in just a moment. I could just stamp it, but in this is on the main cardstock. I didn't even show you what I'm using. Pause for a second, just time out. I am using Everyday Arches, and I'm going to use this You Are Simply Fantastic. So I'm going to stamp it directly on here. So if it doesn't come out bold, I can stamp it again. That's the goal of that, right? And I've got all these fun little sayings, hello, different things here. So, all right. So I made it. We're doing this at Card Cafe also. So I just made it very clear. Magnet goes on this side. So we're going to put that there, put the magnet there. I'm going to go ahead and put on our ink on that one and stamp. The other thing about doing this is it made it, you know what, I don't want the magnet right there because I just got ink on that. Actually, I'll just grab a tissue here and get that off. The other thing about stamping it, doing it this way is for something like Card Cafe or when you're making a bunch of them, it's very simple because they're all going to come out the same. So see how that's not quite as bold. Maybe you can't see it, but it's not quite as bold as I would like. So then I can stamp it again, knowing it's going to be in the exact same spot. I don't have to think about it. I just can do it. There we go. I like that much better. I'm going to move that over. I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to just wipe off the edge there and then close this up. There we go. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is using the Everyday Arches dies, which obviously coordinates with this. But you can use it with so many other things, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But so I die cut out 2 of the smaller sizes, not the smallest, because the smallest is this one. So I don't want the smallest one. I layered Afternoon Azure, which fits right in there with that one. And then this I'm taking from Sunny Skies paper. So Sunny Skies is right here. Is that for Kiki? Can you take the donuts or the yellow?
I got it.
No, take the donuts or the yellow.
Have you
There we go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, take the donuts or the yellow. That's what I put out for. Okay, sorry. Okay. All right, so here's Sunny Skies. So it's got this cloud and the sky, which is very, very pretty. And the back has some birds and stars. Look how fun that is. Just beautiful, like sunset designs. Doesn't have to be, but sure, look. Oh, that is gorgeous. This one. Kind of like sunset designs. So really, really pretty. So we're going to, I die cut out a piece, and just kind of picked a piece, either one. So I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use the one with the little bit of pink. And let's go ahead and stick this on. And that's going to go right under that. I love that it fits so perfectly. Because I actually looked at that using a different phrase. And let me show you. So I thought, oh, could we use, you can use, you see how that one is a little bit wide. Maybe you can't see. There we go. That one's a little bit wide for the words. Reach for the stars, too small. So it really is made specifically for that specific one. You could do a ray of sunshine on the inside of this. And then, of course, you can use those also. So anyway, so we're going to use this one. And then we're going to stick this one up using a strip. Here we go. I'm going to stick that on there and stick that there. There we go. All right. Oh, I was going to stamp on that first. Well, we'll stamp on it and see if it still works.
Morning, Angie.
All right. I'm going to stamp these two little birds on it just to give it a little bit of a accent, which I said, like I said, I was going to stamp on before, but I'm going to stamp on those right now. If they don't come out, I'm going to switch it to this one. All good. All right. So we're just going to stamp those here. I'm knowing you're not going to, oh, they did. Woo. I was like, they're not going to come out because I put dimensionals on either side. There we go. So just to put some birds to give it a little dimension. And then I am going to stick a bow. And I made, this is from our just white ribbon that we have. And I made these bows on the bow maker. Look at this. My people were like, thank you so much. I made all these little bows so that they can just stick it on. So if you want to make this card and you come to Card Cafe next month, you'll be able to. So I'm going to stick that down here just to give it a little bit of dimension, a little bit of pop. And then I'm going to take some gems. I'm going to use these gems. These are iridescent rhinestone gems, and I'm going to add just a little bit of bling.
Mary Jo says they're lovely bows.
Thank you so much. I'm going to add a little bit of bling right here. I think I'm going to do one big, and then I'm going to do two little ones. Kind of make, my idea was kind of make it looking like a rainfall sort of.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So that just sort of makes it a little bit, gives it a little bit of more bling on the cover, on the front. Let's go ahead and stick this onto our card right here, like this, all good. And then we're just going to do the inside and just stamp those two little birds because they're cute and we can. So I'm just going to stamp those up here like that. Just gives it a little something on the inside. And we'll pop that in there. There we go. Close up my ink so I don't get my fingers in it or my card in it. And there we have it.
Nice.
Isn't that pretty? And I realized I got a little smudge there, but I think it looks like something in the sky. Maybe an airplane or something. So super, well, I think I mean, that's why I was like super easy, but then I'm like, well, I did die cut two things, but these, it took me a while to come around to want these. And then I kept seeing things with them and I was like, oh, that's really fun. So I'm enjoying the Everyday Arches dies. Did you have anything for us today?
Sure.
Okay. And then I have two cards to show them.
Excellent. Well, as you know, for anything you ever need Stampin' Up, go to thestamperstudio.com. There you can shop for Stampin' Up products. A little brief promo. The sale is still going on all things in colors. But we have opened up registration for Sweets in Season. Sweets in Season is our next virtual event that we do with our friends Tracy and Amy. The event itself is on October 4th. You need to register by September 16th. And always remember, you don't have to attend the whole thing live because we record everything. So you can always come back and watch it later. But on that morning, you will see 3 hours of creative fun. Each demonstrator will feature one of the new sweets from the mini catalog, which you should be receiving yours. If you haven't, let us know. Each will feature one of the new sweets, and you get a make and take. We ship all the supplies in your fun party box so that you can stamp along with us on the morning. So Sweets in Season coming up October 4th from 10 until 1, but you can watch it on recording. I'm also just going to put in a little plug. If you scroll down, you see where all of our hosted retreats are up at the Refuge Little Falls. At the Refuge, I will say the rest of them for this year are sold out, but we have put out many of our 2026 dates. And I just want to mention, we do have a special one coming up in December. That is the one this year that still has space, and that is our Cookie Craze. Cookie Craze, you get to come. We will make 6 different holiday cookies. We will do that in 3 different baking times. We will also, Lisa will teach a class on decorating beautiful sugar cookies, unlike any you've ever seen before. And on top of all of that, if that wasn't enough, you get to make 6 different kinds. You get to decorate cookies. You're going to go home with like 10 dozen cookies by the time we're all said and done with it. And there's still time for your crafting. So you get to come get pampered at the Refuge Little Falls, work on your crafts, and walk away with a boatload of cookies. Feel free to share them with friends or eat them all yourself. We don't judge here. So Cookie Craze coming up. Register soon. We're about half full at this point. So I know we've got some time. Little early to start thinking Christmas, but it is coming. So sign up for Cookie Craze.
Thanks, Dave. Wow, that was a lot. Okay, so I have 2 cards I want to show you. One is featuring the paper, so the Sunny Skies paper, just to show you you can use this as a whole, like you really make that your focal point. Pop on a sailboat. I did a little thanks, put its little gems on it, and just that, I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it really is just the Designer Series paper that made it so pretty. Sunny Skies. The other
Cheryl.
one,
Hey, Tina.
The other one features more the arches, and this one has a lot on it. But if you just look at I'll show you the inside in a second. But if you look at the arches, it's fun because I used 3 different arches. There's 1 or 2, one there and one on the outside. So, and this is just the white inside. I might have stamped an arch, I don't remember. But this one also has arches on the inside. How fun is that? This is a particularly fun card, but just the arches are amazing. They're so fun. So just wanted to highlight the paper and the arches because those are both really great things. All right, friends. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to go run and have and participate and enjoy a 3-year-old birthday party. So hope you have a great day. I look forward to seeing you on Monday. So happy stamping, friends.
Saturday in the studio, come on in. Lisa and Dave, let the fun begin. Grab your stamps, your paper, your glue. We've got crafty inspiration just for you. Colors and layers, memories to keep. Laughing and creating joy runs deep. Cards and pages made with heart. Let's make some magic, let's make